Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to talk about something I'm really excited about on my new crawler LCG kit. I got ahead of myself. I wanted to make a servo and axle mount. I started off, I had a shock tower off an 8 scale car, cut one of those. I couldn't get it to where I liked it. It was a little high, it was a little off centered. I wasn't too happy with it. So I was like, I don't know if a 3D printed mount will work. So I went on there and looked. I found this was the first one I printed. On Thingiverse, the guy's name is Steve Leung or Lung, something like that. I'll put a link to it in the description below. This is the first version he did. It's called Everything on Axle. I thought it was really cool. It's got this a tray for the battery. I printed this one out, and something went crazy on my printer. I had a setting wrong or something. I had to get it straightened out. But you can see this is curved. I was like, wow, man, this thing took a while to print. I was really upset. I made it really thin layers so it'd be super strong. But this battery tray has a little flex to it. I was like, this is probably going to break. But anyway, this one was screwed up and had to be reprinted. So I went inside and looked. And lo and behold, he has a V2, Everything on Axle. It has very thick mounting, a lot of bracing on the battery tray. This thing is super rigid. It fits just right. It's got little tabs for a Velcro strap. I put a Velcro strap on there. It's a perfect fit for the 850 4S. So I said, what the heck? I'm going to try that. It mounts with 6 bolts through the axle holes. You have to drill that out, obviously. The servo horn, this kit, I'm surprised this kit didn't come with a metal servo horn. The RTR Trail Runner did, and most of the RTRs do. But I had this mount, this 25 tooth horn that I had from something, 8 scale stuff. I don't know what brand it is, but it's pretty decent size. It needs to be kind of long. The steering link is kind of a issue you got to sort through. The one that comes with the kit is a little long, and what I ended up doing, I didn't have any links that come with the kit. They were too long and they were angled, and I needed straight ones. And here comes the rain again. So what I ended up doing, I had some 4mm links that were some of the links from HB 8 scale car. I used those. I had to trim off probably 1/8 of an inch off each end of it. And I used the HB ball ends. It seemed to work perfect. So I mounted those up. It's smooth, got great turning radius. Got full lock to lock. The servo, the end link touches the servo there, but it's already at full lock when it does. So I trimmed just a tiny bit off there. Other than that, the geometry is really good. The servo I got on there right now is just one of my 8 scale SRT servos. It's not what I'm going to be using in this. I could use it to get the thing going if I wanted to. But I just had to fit a servo up. I'm probably going to use the Holmes Hobbies 500 low profile. That, or I may do an NSDRC. I haven't decided yet. But I got plenty of time to decide. In order to make this work, this normally has a panhard bar that goes across here and it attaches to the chassis with a plastic piece that's kind of weak. That's one reason you want to do this, not to mention you want to get the weight on the axle. So you have to change it to a 4-link. I think this link is, the upper links are 93mm. So I had to order another link, or could have made one. I wanted it to match because this kit has all the factory team links and everything. So I ordered a set from A-Main. You get the 93mm links. I think they were like $8 or $9. You get a pair of them. And here's the funny thing: they sent one. They were both marked 93mm. One was marked. One was 100mm long though. So one was long, one was short. And I only needed one, but I think, but I ordered 2. I have that one as a spare for the next project I do. So I contacted them. They immediately sent me one out overnight to replace it. So now I've got 2 extra ones. So I'll probably be using that on the next project or somebody else's project or something. So I got those. That was really cool. Their customer service is #1. So I'll put a link below to that, the part for that. So I put a link to, I'm really happy with this so far. It's got great clearance. I did trim off the tabs on the battery tray tabs. I don't have there's braces. There's normally a brace here, which is where the battery tray goes. There's normally here where the servo tray goes. I currently don't have any of that on there. You need it for clearance. I'm not using this chassis anyway. So the carbon chassis, I'm yet to see how that's gonna play out. So we'll update you on that once I get it. Turns out I'll probably end up using a lot of these parts for the trail truck. So you may see these shocks, you may see these shock towers and everything. They're all upgrades for the RTR. These things I won't be using on this chassis, I might be using on that. So stay tuned for that. We're going to add that and make the trail truck better, make this one awesome at the same time. I've got a lot of rocks gathered up out there. I've got a load of busted up concrete. I'm going to make a huge rock calling course out there. I got me and a couple of buddies are going to help me. So anyway, that's the servo mount Steve Leung or something like that. I'll definitely put his link. He made a great product. I'm very happy with it. I think it's super strong. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But we're going to put it to the test and see what happens. I may print me an extra one to have, so if I go somewhere and if something breaks, I'll have a spare. But I think it's going to hold up. It's super strong, super thick, and got plenty of bracing. There's bracing under the bottom. You can't really see it there, but there's bars going across. There's bars going here where the battery's going to sit. I think it's going to be super strong. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be back with more. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.